Hello, my name is Ernie Brave Boy and welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed, hey, hopefully you will do that before the end of this video. The topic for today is first time home buyers guides, tips and advice for buying a house in 2022. And why do I qualify to talk to you about that? I am a real estate investor. I buy rental properties in Baltimore, I rehab houses, and I sell houses in Baltimore City. So you're thinking about buying a house because, as we said before, renting is just a place to put your stuff. You're actually making somebody else's rich. So you have to be thinking as you go forward in your life how to buy a house, how you can become a homeowner and own that house. And if you continue paying down on that mortgage, you could have equity build up where you could have a home equity loan to do something else, pay some bills, but you want to make sure that you're buying the house at a good price. But first of all, the intention of this video first is to kind of give you some advice as to get ready for a first time home buyers. And the first thing you want to look at is your credit. You want to make sure that you have at least a 620 credit so you will qualify for a loan. If you don't have a credit, you may have to have a co-signer where you can kind of get maybe your mom or your dad or somebody in your family to co-sign for you on that loan with good credit. And as you build your credit, then you could refinance and get them out. And that's a way to kind of do it. So that's the first step. So you want to make sure that your financial house is in order. And to buy a house, most time you will need about a 620 credit score. So after we set up that and that is good, you're going to want to talk to a realtor. You will want to get pre-qualified. That's why the first thing I talk about is your credit, because a realtor not going to show you a house unless you qualify. So you want to get qualified with a bank. You could talk to your credit union or you could get qualified through that realtor. And that's how you get started. What I want you to know as a first-time home buyers, there's a lot of incentives. There are VA loans, there are first-time incentives from the government. So you want to take advantage of these things that are available to you. I mean, you could ask your realtor what are some of the stuff that are available to you. So that's one way you could look at it. And I said before, I do have a book on first-time home buyers guide that I wanted to share with you. This book is available on Amazon and it gives you all the necessary information for like $10 or $12. I'm not sure the price. And you could kind of go through it. It's also available on Audible where you could find that book and you could kind of get information. Again, if you're listening to this video and you find the information I'm giving valuable, please consider subscribing and liking this video. So if all is good, you have checked out everything, something that a lot of people fail to look at is inspection. And when you're buying a house and you're going to a realtor to get you a bank, you don't have to worry much about the inspection. You could point out certain things, but you will have somebody from the bank will come and do an inspection. So most time that kind of work out itself. What you want to do also when you're first time home buyers, you want to kind of get the seller in your contract to pay all the closing costs. So that way you kind of elevate some of the deals, because you would have to have money, you got to have a down payment and so forth like that. So if I'm buying a house for the first time, you're going to want to ask if the seller will pay all the closing costs. Sometimes it's 50-50. And sometimes, it goes that way, commission. I think if you come with your own realtor and then another realtor is a listing agent, there's a 3%, which come up to a 6%. So if you could get the seller to, take some of the cost, that would be nice. What you want to look at now also is your interest rate. You want to make sure that you're getting a favorable interest rate. That's why I said again, if your credit is not too good, you may want to get a co-signer, because your interest rate is really important. So after you set all these things, you put all these things in place, you have a good interest rate, you're ready to buy the house, you have a good realtor. And another thing about realtors are what you want to find a good realtor. Sometimes that could be a challenge because you don't want a realtor that's going to just want to show you one house and kind of force you to close on that house, because realtors are in the business, they want to get it off quick, but you are making a lifetime decision. So you got to be really, really careful about that decision you're going to make. You know, take your time, look at multiple houses, make sure the neighborhood, that's another thing. Neighborhood, if you have kids, how far is the school from there? How far is your work from there? So you want to kind of combine all this stuff and make sure it's somewhere that you're planning to live at least for the next 5-6 years. Because sometimes people move after they settle in a house, close to your job, good schools, good neighborhoods. So these are some of the important things I said before, but there's a lot of incentives. And please don't forget that if you're buying a house for the first time, try to get a lot of the incentives that is there for you onto the first time home buyers program. Most of the states right now have it for first time home buyers. So anyway guys, hope you find this video informative. I'm just going to give you a little tip, as I said before. Build your credit if you want. I have a book on how to build your credit yourself, where I tell you that you don't need a credit person, but you could kind of look, and the main thing is kind of pay your bills and try to use like 10% of your credit. I do have a book on that, which I'll put the links to. The book is How to Build Your Credit by Yourself. And then you could get First Time Home Buyer's Guide, where you can get everything. And in that book here, I outline all the different programs, which I cannot do in this video, all the different programs by the government, and all the different incentives where you can be successful. Anyway guys, thank you for watching the video. Please don't forget to comment and subscribe, and wish you all the best. If you need any information, you can always leave me a message on this video, and I will kind of respond to your message. And once you buy a book, I'll always respond to your message anyway. You could find me on my social media if you have any questions as you go through the process. I am here for you. Just leave me a message. Anyway, please don't forget to comment and subscribe to my channel. See you. Bye.